Hi, my name is Gary Malik, and I'm an avid bike commuter here in Whatcom County. I commute to my job 5 days a week at a round trip of 12 miles. A big part of my commute is on Marine Drive, and I'd like to address a few issues about that commute if I could. There's a very troublesome area on Marine Drive where the bike lane ends at about Locust Street, McAlpine area there. At that point, there's absolutely no shoulder, and the traffic, the speed limit's 40, but most people are doing somewhere between 45 and 50. This isn't my most dangerous part of my commute. This comes later as you're heading past Alderwood. That's a turnoff for the airport. At this point, we're heading to that infamous railroad track bridge, and at that point, it's a double yellow. There should be no passing there. There isn't a shoulder to speak of. If there is a shoulder, it's usually pretty coarse gravel with a sharp cutoff, which is dangerous for a bike. And the reason why there is a double yellow is because that bridge is both a crest that you can't see over, limited sight distance, and also a curve. So a very dangerous situation. Over the years, I've spoke with folks out at the engineering section there of Whatcom County Public Works. Mr. Rutan was one of them. And we've had dialogue. Ultimate situation would be a replacement of that bridge with a new type of bridge that would accommodate both pedestrians and bicycles, but there's no money for that. I've suggested, how about creating an at-grade crossing at the ends of Old Marine Drive, which used to pass over the tracks there years ago before the bridge was built. I'm informed that the railroad won't talk about at-grade crossings. They don't want any more. I kind of defer to what happened with the city with Boulevard Park. They created a nice at-grade crossing there. So most of these options of that caliber have been shot down, no pun intended there. And so I'm going to show you a little video. I'll narrate over some areas with some suggestions on what I would think would be a much more cost-effective way of accommodating bikes and pedestrians in this dangerous section of Marine Drive. So join me on this little commute. This is film from my bike helmet heading up the hill towards Locust Street. You can see the nice bike lane here. And this is heading right to the point where the bike lane ends. So you'll notice a real quick change here. And traffic, as I stated earlier, is going about 40. And at this point, because of the nice flat section of road here, it's not too bad. Having a bike lane would be nice during heavy traffic times. And you can see that having somebody pass you and giving you 3 feet is certainly a nice gesture to have. Here we are heading up towards the turnoff for the airport and the Cliffside neighborhood. This intersection here is usually a hairy intersection during heavier traffic times, and people want to make this corner and get their speed up and going. And as you can see, we got a ditch on the right side and no usable shoulder, 40 mile per hour limit. And note the double yellow line there, do not pass, and we're heading up towards the bridge. I'm seeing this point here would be, in my mind as a layman here, something that could be paved, at least, maybe a 3-foot strip for a nice bike lane all along here, allowing people to pass bicycles safer and also give a place for pedestrians. So here we are heading towards the bridge. You got the steel girders there, and notice double yellow, but this doesn't prevent anybody from passing. And it actually gets narrower as we get up here. There's been some patching by the county. You can see there are those black spots, but nothing that would be smooth for a bike to get on. And on this bridge, there's only a walkway on one side, so it's even a little bit hairier when people are crossing to get over to that walkway. Here we are on the bridge, and real hairy point here because cars that didn't see you are now going quite faster. So this whole area, that'd be great if it could be paved. So paving the little side over here, there's been some patching. Right up to here, we're coming to the Wynn Road turnoff. And at this point, usually cars are really wanting to get around you. So here's another wide area that could be paved. This is what it looks like from behind. And this is somebody passing when there is a bike lane. And here's that point where the bike lane ends. And you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like for drivers passing at this point, giving plenty of space. I love it when people pass like that. But again, here we are heading up towards the bridge, and here's where people want to really get on the gas and go around and right through a no passing area. But as you can see, there is in my mind, there's room there to pave. Here's more room that could be paved, and it's my interest not to back up cars. I'll pull over at this point right here if I see a lineup, but one or two, I just keep pedaling. And but having an area where I could be out of their way, and other bikes, of course, this isn't just about me, could be out of the way of traffic and allow them to pass in a safe zone. And here we are heading over the bridge at this point. And the county did put in those blue freezing indicators, and they stuck some of them right in the middle of the shoulder, which is kind of a pain, especially if you've got to get over in an emergency. And here we are right on the bridge itself, and that, of course, doesn't usually stop somebody from going around. And at this point, see, if I'm heading down the hill, I'm gaining speed, but people are still passing. But again, having that area there with some blacktop on it would be great. We just passed a grave marker there where somebody was killed on that very bridge. And there we have it. This is about where I would turn off. So at conclusion here, I just wanted to thank you for your time, and also I wanted to make sure folks understood this route here on Marine Drive over to railroad tracks is the only one going out to those communities of Marietta, the Fort Bellingham neighborhood, and the unless you go out to Slater, this is also all your traffic from the Lummi Reservation. So this is important for not only people like myself that are commuting to employment in the city of Bellingham, but also if any kids wanted to ride their bikes to the schools out in our area, that would be the Alderwood Elementary, Shuckson Middle School, or if they were so brave to head on out to the Squalicum High School. So these improvements to the road would greatly serve the community out this way, and I hope you will consider some of these suggestions. If you have any ideas or want to contact me with any questions, my email will be on the closing slide here. I welcome you to do that, and I thank you for your time.